outside of Los Angeles. Last stop in town before I hit the road. And it was hot. I said, man, point that fan at me. And I'll be good to go. Wasn't playing songs for long when came in candidly. But the prettiest young thing I ever saw. And she was hot. Oh, nothing short of masterpiece. I said, oh, I need to know. Yeah, is that your man? Yeah, cause if it isn't, yeah, I'ma play my very best for you tonight. She said, I have a proposition. Every red they want to take me home tonight. I said, what's that? And she said, you can make me dance.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Northern California and Levi's Stadium in the South Bay in Santa Clara, California. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime, it's the Atlanta Falcons and the San Francisco 49ers. Here's Jake Moody to get this one kicked off. And off we go here on Sunday Night Primetime. Anthony Gould now to return. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. From the 25, they'll go to work. First and 10.
Here we go.
That's Washington, the man in motion. They'll run it for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And a good show of force there. He gets 4 tough yards out of that one. Brings up second down. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 5. Another run here for Robinson. He'll have a first down as he gets this up close to the 40-yard line.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen. And not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2. But it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor. And when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
He's going to let this one go deep. That is brought in. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15. It is a big play there for the Falcons. A gain of 48.
Both pre-snap and post-snap, this is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big time play.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
Rego play action now with Milrow. Off he goes.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his first and second read, but what they fail to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
This opening drive has been a good one, but will it continue? Here's a test on 3rd down. That is caught, and they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible.
And he will drive his way into the end zone. Jalen Milroe. Touchdown, Atlanta. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And, Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
7-0 is our score. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. At their own 35-yard line. From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Outside. 18. Watch out.
Opening carry of the game for the versatile Christian McCaffrey. And he gets this up close to the 40. Linebacker Troy Anderson there to make the play. Here's a 2nd and 6.
Get set. 18. Watch out. Yellow.
Purdy. His first throw of the game is going to be intercepted. It's out by Troy Anderson.
This is an area of the offense, Mike, that's going to have to find its rhythm now as this game unfolds. They talked all week, come out early, get some completions, settle down this quarterback. Well, in return, he throws an early pick. It's too early to go away from the game plan. There's a lot of game left, but this passing game is going to have to get on track throughout the rest of this game.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
70.
From the shotgun, it's Milroe. This one complete to Washington. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. They get 19 on that pass play. It's good for a Falcon 1st down.
Hey, smash Bronco. Ready? 60 vices.
Give to Robinson from the pistol. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happening. Going to lose a yard.
These negative runs, they just make everything for the play caller that much more difficult, Mike. So they've got to find a way to be more efficient on these early downs, meaning 1st and 2nd down, because if not, you find yourself the entire game in 3rd and pass, and that's what every single defense in the league is trying to do.
Pushed out to his right. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he's going to be marked out of bounds down at the 3.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Try to push forward, but only a yard down to the 2.
Brings up 2nd and goal. Somebody got a boy, I mean, somebody got a boy, I say, gee, hey, watch him go it.
A little closer. Here's 2nd and goal. Robinson will score. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Make Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Jacob Cowing now to return. And he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here we go. Hey, check. Watch out.
With a carry by McCaffrey. Past the 45. Still going. And he is gone. 80 yards. Touchdown, San Francisco.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back. Even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan, everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession one. What are you going to do in response on possession two? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
On the return out of the end zone, it's Gould. Much on the return. They'll stop him at the 17.
The Falcons take over first down 10 at their own 17-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Robinson. Big gain on the ground here as he takes this up past the 40-yard line. That one good for 26 yards.
That's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
Come on. Hit. 19 Cardinal, 70,
On first down, right back to Robinson. And he'll be brought down at the 45. Alfred Collins there to bring him down.
The 45-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up second and 9.
Here's second and 9. They'll go play action with Milroe. Now he takes off. And a nice game there. He's out of bounds, and that will bring up third down.
That's a smart play. Second down, don't force it if it's not there. He's able to tuck it, pick up some extra yards, and set up a more manageable third down.
They'll come up to third and 3.
Here we go. Start.
From the gun, it's Milroe. And that is incomplete.
So prior to that third down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation. At that down and distance, they had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Force the incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
So on 4th down, the Falcons bring on Bradley Pinion to punt. And this is going to set up a long field ahead. Backed up as it is touchdown inside the 10. First and 10. Purdy. He's going to look for the home run ball. Oh, big hole, left side. And he will take this one in. 93 yards. Touchdown, San Francisco. A huge play there. They go in the air. We only see a few touchdowns of that length all year. They go from backed up to in the end zone for a touchdown.
It is, Mike. In this case, most teams are saying, let's just pick up a 1st down. At the very least, give our punter some room out of the end zone. But not this guy. He's thinking taking it to distance, and that's exactly what he was able to do.
We are all square. 14 apiece the score as this one's away. On the return out of the end zone, it's Gould. And he'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Let's go now.
Quick throw on the RPO, and he gets it to Mooney. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 26-yard line.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 4. They'll run with Robinson, and he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. Milrow on 3rd down, and that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
They'll run with McCaffrey to start this drive. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. They get 11 and quickly pick up the 1st down.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
They'll go back to McCaffrey on 1st down.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 5.
Watch out! 21. Watch twin. Yellow.
Up. On play action, here's Purdy. And that is going to be knocked away. Incomplete. And with that, time has expired here in the opening quarter. It's the 49ers with the football to start quarter number 2 as they come up to face 3rd and 5.
Get set. 18. Watch out. Yellow.
Purdy works out of the pistol. He'll take a shot down the middle of the field. That is good. What a throw. Sean Boutte. Touchdown. 49ers. That his first touchdown this year.
And this special connection between this quarterback and his receivers, it was on full display right there. Great job getting behind the defense, and then what can you say about that ball? I mean, you can't put that ball in a better spot, and with timing and accuracy like that, beats the 6.
So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. And this one sent all the way over the back line. No thought of putting this in the landing area. So it'll come out per the new rule to the 35-yard line.
Here we go. Ready.
The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this.
Hit by the 4-time All-Pro Fred Warner. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
And he skips away nicely from that first defender. It's a pickup of 5.
Brings up 2nd down.
Here comes 2nd and 4. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
53. Kill. Yellow.
You need 2. Here's Purdy. Now a deep ball toward the end zone. Oh, they try to go down the field with it, but it winds up incomplete. George Kittle was the intended target that time. And it's going to be 4th down. Cade York and the field goal unit coming on the field. This a 44-yard attempt. York's kick is good. And the Niners going to extend their lead. It's now 24-14.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Milroe. He's going to take a shot down the field.
He told us earlier in the week that his ball skills might actually be better than some of the guys he's covering, and we kind of chuckled. But it's pretty clear to see where that confidence comes from, Mike. I mean, the next step for him, not only go up and attack that ball at its highest point, but come down with the pick.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
70, 70 range, cut the 60, cut the 6, cut 19, cut 19.
On play action, Milroe. He's going to dial up another deep ball.
You know, Mike, there's the saying in the NFL, take what the defense gives you. But that's not always the case. Sometimes you have to force a ball downfield. Show the defense you are willing to take big shots. Even though they weren't able to connect, it's going to have an impact the rest of the game.
Oh, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly in his 3rd and 10. And that is incomplete. Trying to get it to Kyle Pitts. And it's going to lead to 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he is on to punt for Atlanta. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. That's where the offense will take over. McCaffrey now on 1st and 10. Took that one outside, waiting for that cutback lane, but it never developed. No gain on the carry.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
On 2nd down, Purdy. He'll find his open man. That's Brandon Ayuk. And he's going to get this one out to the 43. Purdy on target to Ayuk, and the 49ers have a 1st down.
That's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
Here's 1st and 10.
Get set, get set. 18, watch out.
to throw. Purdy. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. And before the snap, we have a whistle, and this could very well be a false start. Purdy now on 2nd down. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force 3rd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Yellow.
3rd and long. Here's Purdy. Looking down the field, and that ball's incomplete.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
And he didn't get the check he was hoping for on that one. That goes into the end zone, and it's a touchback. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Milroe, and he'll be taken down up around the 32-yard line. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a 1st down. Here's Milroe to throw. Now a screen going to be set up for Robinson. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Hold the ready.
They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6.
Come on.
They run over center with Robinson. And some good running there. That's a 1st down up to the 43.
So, Mike, you know by now my philosophy on 3rd down. If it was up to me, I don't even want to be in 3rd down. I want to get all of my conversions on 1st and 2nd down and be able to stay in those neutral down situations. So it's exactly what they do here. They lean on the ground game and pick up a fresh set of downs. Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up the key 3rd down?
And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of 13. 1st down, Atlanta.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the 1st down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. That's exactly how it played out here. You can draw all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. On the ground, here's Keaton Mitchell. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work first and 10.
19 tight, 77 away.
Throwing is Milrow. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5.
So I don't think his fullback was his primary option on that play, but a really nice job by the quarterback working quickly through his progression, getting the ball down to his big fullback, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
Second and 5.
Here we go.
It's a give up the middle to Robinson. Maybe a couple there. It's third down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. Third and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
And he will take this one across into the end zone. Jalen Milrow. Touchdown Atlanta. That his second touchdown tonight on his coup for the point after. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Real quick. Maybe he on that rapid pay the bills. Now finish. Not even in the
Here we go, boys. Here we go, here we go.
They'll try the left side with McCaffrey. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
Now it's second and 1. They run once more with McCaffrey. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. They get 15 on that game. First down, 49ers.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
They'll try to set up the screen to McCaffrey. And that is going nowhere in a hurry. Finally taken down well behind the line. First and 10 now from the 36. Out of the gun. They'll give it to McCaffrey. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
Looked like that might have been a RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like we might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
It's
Timeout 49ers. That is their second. Now a timeout Atlanta. That's their first. Clock will stop with 34 seconds to go until the break. First down awaits at the 26-yard line. And here's third down. Out of the gun. It's Purdy. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete. Brandon Ayuk, the intended receiver there. And that'll set up fourth down.
On for the field goal. A 52-yard attempt.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the 49ers attack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half. The kickoff team is out of the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. We'll go ahead and just seed the touchback here. This ball over the back line. It'll come out to the 35. Gonna look to run it himself. Falcons go ahead and take their second timeout. Clock says 25 seconds till halftime. It is 2nd and 9. He'll send the receiver in motion to the left. Now it's Milroe. Rolling right. There he goes again. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. Now the Falcons will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop with 17 seconds to go in half number 1.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
Now he'll air one out. That one broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on first down. Couldn't connect. It'll bring up second down.
It's one of those things that rookie quarterbacks just really struggle with early on in the NFL. If you just stare down your primary read, you're going to get yourself into a lot of trouble. So continue to work through your progressions, take what's there, find the open receiver, and with more reps, this is something that you have to imagine he's going to really improve at.
2nd and 10.
Panther 11, Panther 11, Panther 80. Ready.
Now Milroe. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
On the set.
So, after 2 straight incompletions, here's 3rd and 10. Milroe. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on third down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down or simply punt or kick a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
A fair catch signaled, and they'll have it just outside their own 20. We have hit halftime. Going to take a quick break, come back, second half of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. And no return here. This is a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Running left, it's McCaffrey. And he is out of bounds at the 45. It's a gain of 10. That's enough for a quick 1st down.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
Again, it's McCaffrey. And you manage to break a tackle, get this forward for a couple. And it's 2nd down.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Play fake to McCaffrey. Now, Purdy. Here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately with his passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
Yellow.
3rd down. Purdy. Open man, right side. He's got it. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
Here's McCaffrey. Not much there. Maybe a yard.
Brings up 2nd down.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 8. The Niners will use the first of their timeouts. Second down, 8 yards to go.
Yellow.
Here's Purdy. He'll complete that to his fullback. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
I'm not sure how many guys grow up wanting to be an NFL fullback, but they don't get the ball a ton. They're used to do all the dirty work. But in this case, this guy's showing off. Hey, coach, you get the ball in my hands. I can do some things.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Now a give, but here comes a reverse. And he'll get about 3 on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
So they try to throw a little bit of a curveball. We see him throw it to this guy a lot. Now, in this case, they hand it to him, thinking they can catch the defense off guard and generate a big play. And let's give a lot of credit to the defense. They were ready for it, they were prepared for it, and they held it to a modest game.
Yellow. Yellow.
Throwing on second down is Purdy. That's in the end zone and intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take possession at their own 3-yard line.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's position. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
The drive will begin with a run by Mitchell. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down.
Number 6 brings up second and 4.
Another run here with Mitchell. He finds some room across the 25. Keaton Mitchell inside the 10. And they're not going to run him down. He goes all the way. 90 yards. Touchdown, Atlanta. Wow, one of those breathtaking plays, taking it the distance, going coast to coast. A long run pays off with a touchdown.
And Mike, what looks like a simple handoff, just trying to pick up some yards and get themselves out of the shadow of their own goalpost. He got through the initial wave, and he is gone. He takes it the length of the field for 6.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here's Cowling now to bring it back. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The drive starts with a carry by McCaffrey. And pick up 3 or maybe 4. Linebacker Troy Anderson there to make the play.
Watching him throughout this game has been incredible, Mike. I mean, I've loved watching him perform. The reality is it just hasn't impacted the outcome of the game. It's really been a wasted individual effort unless they could somehow find a way to flip this thing around.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's second and 5. Purdy. He's found his receiver, Boutte. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
Brings up third and 3.
From the shotgun, it's Purdy. The connection made to Ayuk. And it looks like he's going to have a first down. Nothing fancy there. Short completion, but it yields a fresh set of downs.
This is a great example of where just having situational awareness is so critical in the huddle. When every one of those receivers, Mike, breaks the huddle and go line up, they've got to know where that first down marker is. If your route calls, get by it, secure the catch, and bring up a fresh set of downs.
They'll look to set up the screen here.
You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screenplay still in the back of their head.
Purdy going to give this one to McCaffrey. He'll manage only a couple. Over Stewart there for the tackle.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. They're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Here's 3rd and 2.
Get set.
From the gun, it's Purdy. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here.
On the give, it's McCaffrey. He'll forward for maybe a yard. Over Stewart there for the tackle.
39-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 8.
Get set. Yellow.
Shotgun snap to Purdy. Open man downfield is Kittle. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. Purdy to Kittle for the Niners' first down. Now the rookie out of Oregon, Jordan James. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd down at the 27-yard line.
So no shortage of offense in this one as we end the 3rd. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this.
Yellow. Watch out. Yellow.
Purdy now on 2nd down. The man, that is Jordan Watkins. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. He's got it at the 7, and he will get into the end zone. Jordan Watkins. Touchdown, San Francisco. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that 4th quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
All right, now, what can the Niners do as they face a big two-point conversion here?
Line up for the two-point conversion.
Now whistles here, and a penalty. Looks like somebody moved early up front. York now for the extra point. Backed up because of the penalty, but no matter. The extra point is good.
The score, Niners 34, Falcons 28. Jake Moody to kick
So
off.
now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go now.
They'll start this on the ground with Mitchell. And he'll find some way to turn this into positive yardage, struggling forward for a pickup of about 2.
Brings up second down.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 7.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
They'll go again with Mitchell. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
19 tight, 19 tight. Practice this, 19 wide.
On 3rd down, middle row. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Malik Mustafa. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Really nice job there defensively. I mean, they completely took away his first read, and instead of the young quarterback going through his progression and being patient, taking what the defense gives him, he decides to still try to fit it in and force that ball, and ultimately ends up resulting in the takeaway.
Get set, get set. All right, Russell.
Here's a handoff to James. Finding room to the 20. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Jordan James. Touchdown, 49ers. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
York, good on the extra point. And the 49ers will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
Jake Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. He's going to opt out to bring this one out. Probably a wise decision as this ball comes out to the 35. Closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 38-yard line.
better bring space. Who's standing in the front yard yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. I'm a hustler and yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
2nd and 7.
Here we go.
Run it here with Robinson. Robinson, a first down and more. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. A pickup there of 13. It's good for a Falcon first down.
Ready, check.
London brought in motion. On 1st and 10, it's Miller. At 3, third time tonight he's been intercepted. That's the linebacker, Fred Warner.
There's really no other way to put it, Mike. This has just been a rough outing for the young rookie quarterback. And I think everyone understands going into these games, there's going to be ups and downs. There's going to be learning moments that these guys are going to gain that they can only gain through experience. The problem is, it's really hard to have positive learning experiences when you throw 3 picks. He's got to see the field better. He's got to anticipate better. And ultimately, he just needs to play better for his offense to have a chance.
They'll start on the ground with James. What more could you ask for on first down? Nice run of 8. Set it up 2nd and short.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Get set, get set. Watch out.
They'll stick to the run, and it's James again. And that should be enough. He works his way forward to pick up a first down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
To the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
Get set, get set.
On the ground, it's James. And they'll stop it. At least it's an improvement over the last play. They're not losing yards, but it didn't gain any here. And now it's going to be 3rd down. Now a timeout, Atlanta. That's their first.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
Watch out.
On 3rd down, it's Purdy. Short one there, caught by Kittle. Falcons go ahead and take their 2nd timeout.
It seemed to me, Mike, before that ball was even snapped, the quarterback had already made up his mind. I'm throwing the ball to the tight end no matter what the look is, and he's counting on the big body picking up the rest after the catch, and even though he's able to secure the ball, nice job by the defense keeping him short of the sticks.
The 49ers out to punt this one as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. And he'll get something there on the return, able to take this back to the 20-yard line. They'll come up for 1st and 10. Here's Milroe to throw. Now here's another ball that's intercepted. Picked off by their rookie linebacker. And he's going to be out of bounds, but he has his offense set up in great field position inside the red zone.
The Niners take over.
And while the defender is going to get credit for the pick, Mike, I think he needs to go up on the sideline and thank his pass rush because they forced that bad throw. That is the perfect example of when the front pass rush and the back end coverage work together. Man, that was big time ball.
Get set, get set. What a team, what's up?
They'll run it right here, and it's James. And he will not be able to turn upfield. They'll drop him behind the line. And third and final timeout taken by the defense, so the 2-minute warning, the only clock stoppage they have left. They'll go with James. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's third down. Purdy going to give this to Garendo. And he'll get into the end zone. Isaac Garendo. Touchdown, San Francisco. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Now it's York for the PAT. He's got it. And the 49ers tack on one more to their lead.
48. Falcons 28. Jake Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. And he will not attempt to return, so this will come out now to the 35-yard line.
Ready? Mustang 19. Gotta be lying. Big.
London brought in motion.
Buffalo 86. Hurt.
Play action. It's Milroe. Now a ball deep, middle of the field. This one's broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
Certainly hasn't been their best game in terms of rushing the passer, but you find yourself with a lead here in the fourth quarter. No better time for that pass rush to come alive and see if they can close this game out.
On third down, it's Robinson. And that's not going to do it. They'll get about 3, but it's fourth and long coming up.
I used to have a coach that in these situations say, we're going to call a play, Mike, that in essence just adds yards to the punt. So it's third and a mile. Pick up as many as you can. If you pop one for the first down, great. But if not, you bring out the punt team, and however many yards you picked up on third down, you add it on top of the punt.
never, they'll throw on 4th down. And that is not going to work. It is incomplete. They go for it on 4th and wind up turning it over on down.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
Here comes Durango, and he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
It's now 2nd and 6.
It is 2nd and 6.
Get set, get set. Watch out. Stop.
One more time, it's Durango. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
Quick throw, taken in. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
Niners 55, Falcons 28. Jake Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. And there'll be no return forthcoming, so the ball comes out to the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
They'll throw on 1st down with Milrow. That is incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think like they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
This is
From the gun, it's Milrow. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
So a win here for the 49ers. They're able to erase the memories from a week ago. Game they really did struggle in. Looked like a different group here as they were